So bright. Right. Hello, testing. Can you hear me? Testing, testing. Can you hear me? Hey, Melissa, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's a nice day. Pretty
Yes.
relaxed, pretty calm. Hey, Lizzie, how are you doing?
Hey there, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's a really interesting week. Like Thanksgiving is one of those weeks, especially holidays, where you can pick up clients so much easier. But no one works during those days.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had quite a couple of people saying they want to reach out, and it's like, oh, well, I guess we'll talk next week because everybody's doing Thanksgiving stuff this week.
Yeah, so what I would do and how I generally approach holidays, we'll cover that in actually two parts. Now, the first part is that give me one second. I'm looking at something weird on my computer. It's not loading correctly. Um, First thing is you need to go and drop through like your existing contacts. Everyone who's ever said no to you on LinkedIn or Facebook. It's like the business owners mainly. You don't have to do this for like the referral partners or for the friends and family, but for the business partners, you need to go back through and wish each one of them a happy Thanksgiving. The reason why is because
Smart.
like it's one of those things where it's like no one can really fault you for going and saying something nice, and it gives you a chance to be inside of like their face.
Yeah.
Okay. Same thing with like referral partners. I would send them like a Thanksgiving card or Black Friday card if you have to. Anything you can possibly do just to stay in their face when they're not really alive or not really talking to you. But yeah, let's just share some wins. So let me actually share this thing to the group. But I know Melissa Hernandez, she signed on 4 clients in the past week. So I'm super excited for her there. Um, and then she has 2 people waiting, and then she has like a couple more leads I've been trickling through that we're doing a follow-up process with this week. So excited for her. I'm going to talk about what that progression looked like for her. Any other wins? If you could please type inside of the chat box, and then we'll be able to share it with the rest of us as well. Any win, good, small, having good health. Maybe you sending out a contract today. Great job, Lizzie. Yeah, tell me a little bit more about that. I think you can come off mute if you want.
Yeah, it's a startup, and I think I talked to you about it last week where they had a CPA, but the CPA, and I was
Yeah.
worried that the CPA was going to kind of reel them back in, but the CPA is too busy. They said that they've asked him for stuff multiple times, and they're just like, no, he's too busy. We just need somebody that can be hands-on. So it'll be ongoing monthly services, and then just a whole 2021 catch up. I still have to look at their QuickBooks to kind of see where they left off in 2020. It sounds like the CPA closed them out for 2020, which is good. So I can just pick up in 2021, and then yeah, it'll just be ongoing monthly services.
Okay. That's great. And they're a startup. I can't remember what kind of startup. They're a tech startup or
They do kind of like tutoring, like educational
okay.
tutoring.
And are they looking for like investors?
I don't think so at the moment. No, this is not. I think you're thinking of another client that was looking for investors.
Okay. Yeah, whenever I hear the word startup, like I live in Ann Arbor, which is like a tech startup kind of hub. So they're always looking for investors and always like overspending on stuff. So super excited to kind of hear that. So that's really great. And you'll get the contract signed to them. How much are you anticipating it's going to be?
It's looking to be just under 600 a month.
Okay.
With the cleanup being around in between 3,000-4,000.
Okay.
Or awesome. A catch up. I'm sorry.
Awesome. Okay, so that's really good. $600 a month. That's nice. And that's not an hourly rate, so that's really good too.
Yeah, and then I also spoke with the local CPA about doing being referral partners and working together.
Okay, cool. Let me ask this question. So in your local area, have you ever spoken to any like business consultants?
No.
Okay. So especially if you can find some like on Facebook, because I know Facebook groups are kind of good for you,
Hmm.
at least historically. I would go and I would be looking for let me show you an example of what I'm talking about. Oops, that's not what you want. Let me see, like so there's certain people in like the coaching space where they're really big, they're really prominent, and then people follow them. Like for this guy, for example, he used to have like an 8-figure business that he just sold a couple months again. But whenever you do a speaking event with him, or you just come and speak in front of his audience, people will generally start flowing to you. So that's a little bit easier for you to kind of go. You're just looking for people who like own businesses where they're working with other business owners. So like if the group is owned by a lawyer or an insurance agent or a realtor or a business coach, I'd be hunting. The group he used to own is called 7-figure. This one, I believe. And it had like 24,000 people at the time. So if you can get in front of it's a different one. But if you can get in front of like the right people, like even this guy, his name is John. He does like mindset training for entrepreneurs.
Hmm.
You just go in, you ask, hey, tax season's coming up. Do you mind if I give a presentation to, really help out the members inside your community? A lot of the people say yes.
Okay.
The key here, though, is if you're ever in a Facebook group and you see an accountant or bookkeeper doing like a live video and they're giving really bad advice, do not give into the urge to blast them and say they're wrong.
Hmm.
Do you know what I mean by that?
Hmm. Yeah, it's like comment on that or something.
Yeah, it's like
Comment on their live.
well inside the group. So last year when Ashley was doing this, there was this one lady who went live in this like women's business owner group, and she was giving terrible advice on accounting and bookkeeping. Ashley's like, during the live, dude, that's so wrong. That's not right. Blah blah blah.
Hmm.
And when she went to go ask the group owners if she could give a live, they're like, I don't know if you bring the right energy to the space.
Yeah,
So
there's a local Austin women's group that I'm a part of. I go to their networking events when I can.
mhm.
They have big events like once a month. So I try to go as long as I'm in the area. But anyways, the creator of the group, the owner of the group, sent me kind of just like a questionnaire that she's going to post. So tomorrow she's sending out I'm going to be like the businesswoman of the week.
Oh,
So
nice.
she's sending that out. And then I think we're going to do a live. She wants to set up a live, like Instagram live call where we kind of just talk about what I do and what I offer.
So if you want to see an example of a past webinar, I don't know if you've seen inside the training portal, it says like webinar walkthrough.
Okay.
Let me show you the video I'm talking about.
Let's see.
Hey, Abul, hopefully you're doing well today. Great to see you. Yeah, thanks again. Also, thanks for coming on like Thanksgiving week. This is like a tough week for a lot of people. So yeah, it shows you guys actually like take the business seriously.
Have
Not
to.
I'm not hating on anybody. I'm not saying like negatively. It's just
Yeah.
yeah. And also don't ever believe. So here's one thing that people tell me all the time, that you can't get clients on Thanksgiving.
Hmm.
Number one way you know that's wrong is because like Black Friday is all this week and people are lining up every single evening to go buy stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Same thing with us. Same thing with us. I'm
I
just
just
pulling up.
talked, I talked to 2 people this week already.
Oh, wow.
So,
Mhm.
and the one, this is my win for the week. The
Mhm.
one could potentially be $2,500 a month.
Oh,
Wow,
yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah. He was paying somebody like over $3,500 and I'm like, I think I can save you some money.
Uh-huh.
So he was very happy about that.
Congratulations. So that's the one thing you have going for you, Melissa, is that everyone you speak to is like these large size contracts. So that's interesting. Okay, let me share my thing. So congratulations, guys. So you're both making progress, you're both making moves. Okay, so here it is inside of the curriculum, Lizzie.
Oh,
Speaking
perfect. Yeah.
events, interviews, webinars. Um, it should have like the video recording of actually So this is JT's one he did. This
Mhm,
one brought him in like, I think like 7 clients at 750 a month from a
mhm.
1 hour presentation. So watch away.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely have to take a look at that before.
Yeah. And it's not like it's like a fancy script or anything. It's literally just
Mhm,
being in front of people, and then people just start flowing to you.
mhm.
With speaking events, it's really like it's almost like you have this asset because you can actually start sending the speaking engagement to people on your actual calls and in between your calls. So if you do like a 15-minute call, you're like, oh hey, let me send you the Zoom link. And in the footer, it has a video of your past presentation, your past talk.
Okay.
People watch it and it takes the place of a video testimonial.
Mhm. That's pretty neat. Yeah.
Cool. So anything you guys want to cover specifically today, like we could look at your LinkedIn messages to see how we can spruce it up. We can look at your Facebook, see where you're posting or your group commenting, find networking events. What do you guys want?
I well, with this contract that I have to send out today, I'm still waiting on them to send me or to grant me access to their QuickBooks.
Okay.
But is that something we could go over potentially?
Just looking at the contract.
Over like the proposal.
Yeah, we can look at it.
Let's see here. I got a lot of tabs
So
open.
let me share my screen. This would be good practice for Melissa too.
I think I was using the sample proposal template.
Okay.
I haven't even had a
The
chance to
one,
start on it.
hey, Bryce, the one I did for the people in New York, the lady was very impressed and all I did was take yours and like tweak it a little bit to make it my own. And the lady was very impressed. She said, your presentation was very well done. So that's a compliment for you, Bryce.
Thanks.
So this, yeah, this sample proposal. So I should just go ahead and tweak it as well. And is this something I should present to them or just send it to them?
Can you share it? Which one you're looking at? My answer will be slightly different depending on which one.
Professional bookkeeping services plan.
Is it purple?
Yes.
Yeah. So that one can be either one. Like, have you told them a ballpark of what the price per month will be?
I have, but I told
Okay.
them that I need to look at all their stuff before I can finalize what it'll be.
Right. I can't quite see your screen still, but that's okay.
Oh.
So generally for that, like, I always want to make sure there's at least a ballpark range that you tell somebody, and then it
Mhm.
doesn't really matter because then after that it's kind of formal. But generally for me, I don't like sending a proposal without ever telling someone the price because I always want to see what their reaction is, at least
Mhm.
in person. But if you've already given them a ballpark range, you could just send the proposal over to them, or you could just send
Okay.
like an engagement letter. It doesn't really matter.
Okay. I think I'll send them a proposal. Yeah, because I had a 15-minute call with them today and they were asking what they needed from me. And one of the owners was just like, when can you start?
Yeah.
Let's do
Yeah.
this.
So that's what I'm saying. You don't need a proposal like template if they're that gun ho. That's generally what you would use to kind of like sway somebody and kind of walk them through. So if they're already ready, I mean, like, I would just sign the contract right then and there.
Okay, cool.
One thing you can always do, I believe you said that you do this, is just walk them through the pricing calculator.
I don't walk them through the pricing calculator.
Okay.
I walk myself through it when I'm talking to them, but
Oh, that's what I meant. Like, you're like, hey, this.
yeah.
Okay. I would just been like, dude, let's do this.
Yeah.
Or if you could make them screen share whatever they
Mhm.
have.
Yeah, they're kind of all over the place right now.
Oh.
So
That's why they need you. Okay,
okay, no, I think
cool,
that's good for me then.
awesome. Yeah, so no, don't think of it like this formal thing you have to do. It's just more
Mhm.
about like something cool to you if they've never heard your price.
Mhm.
I mean, you can close a $20,000 cleanup in like 30 minutes without doing anything really. No proposals, just a phone call.
Yeah. Wow. That'd be cool.
So
Trying to see what else I have. I have my LinkedIn. I've been just connecting, sending
so
messages in the little as you connect with them.
uh, for your LinkedIn, like are you noticing that the search you have now is getting more solopreneurs or more like established businesses?
Um, I feel like it's a little bit of both. A lot of them are like have been in business for, a year or so, a year or less maybe. So I noticed that I was going to a lot of people that were in business for a year or less. So I was trying to, move up and find people that have been in business for maybe 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, so when it comes to LinkedIn and when it comes to like length of time, generally the longer someone's been in business, the larger the coach you're gonna have.
Mhm.
But it is harder for you to come and get them to say yes because in a lot of cases, like they have this.
Yeah, they've already established
So
a
if you're going
bookkeeper.
for between 2 to 5 years, that's generally really good if you're looking for like cleanups.
Okay.
Okay. Um, it's hard for me to say like do this, do this, do this because there's always an exception to the rule. For example, sometimes I tell people not to go after staffing companies, or I'll tell people
Mhm.
not to go after photographers. But then like one person will come on the call and be like, well, I just got, a photography clinic and they have like hundreds of photographers underneath them and they're paying me 3,500 a month.
Mhm.
So it's like I would always be trying to make my LinkedIn list based on who I'm trying to reach. And then I would be using like negative search criteria to filter out people who I do not want to speak to.
Mhm.
You know what I mean by negative search criteria?
No, what is
Okay.
that?
Um, if you want, you can share your screen or I can share mine. Which one would you like?
Yeah, I can share mine so that you
Okay,
can see the LinkedIn. I have it open already.
cool.
Here we go. All right, there you go. Can you see?
Okay. So Bobby, great. So
So Bobby just responded to me this morning saying that him and his wife were just talking about getting a bookkeeper.
awesome. Now, depending on whether or not he responds to you, I cold call him. He's a fire captain.
Mhm.
I would even send him a text message or just like when I say cold call, I don't. Do you know what I mean when I say cold call? That I don't just mean like call a random stranger.
Yeah.
I mean more just like the dude's already said, "Hey, I'm looking for some help."
Yeah.
So it's more of like "Oh hey, I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss you. I know on LinkedIn like my notifications come through really really late. Yeah, do you
Mhm.
want to maybe schedule some time to speak if this is not a good time?" They're like, "Yeah, okay." So boom, boom, or whichever time.
Okay. And wait, but how do I cold call him if I don't have his number?
Oops, number.
Do they have their phone numbers on here?
Yeah. So one sec. Let me request remote control.
Mhm.
So, do you see on the right side of the screen how there's these different things? There's a
Mhm.
Twitter,
The
there's an
little,
email.
yeah.
So here you have his website, Hot Topics.
Okay, cool. Oh, there we go. There's their
Admin, where
office
is this?
number.
I don't know if this might not be his company though. I don't know. I'm not looking at his profile directly. Oh, he's the owner of Up Duty Fire Pro.
LLC.
Interesting. Okay, so that might be the website. I can't tell if this is like the city's website or his website. Sorry.
Yeah, this looks like Pflugerville Fire Department's website.
Yeah, that's
It's
probably
okay.
not his.
But that's good to
Yeah.
know that that's there. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'll always be doing. And like if you don't get a response like right away, I would even friend request them on Facebook
Okay. Oh, yeah.
and then
You know,
send
I
an
did do
email.
that with this company that I'm working with today that you said, you mentioned that
Okay.
when I said I was worried about the CPA taking them back.
Yeah. Like, yeah, like it's interesting, right? Like the more times that someone can see your face, the more that they trust you and the more they feel they know you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm always shooting for. Anytime I possibly can. Yeah, you can even email him saying, "Oh, hey, I saw your message on LinkedIn, and I was setting up some times. Don't know if the notification went through because LinkedIn's kind of messing up with my phone. Here are some times. Which one works better for you? And what's your number?"
Perfect. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that.
All right,
I
cool.
will do that.
Cool.
Well,
So it
I
looks
think
like LinkedIn's working for you.
that, yeah. Feel free to go through whatever you want.
Okay.
I'm open to all the tips.
Okay. So it looks like she just connected today. So yeah, so that guy actually, when he responds, might be a client. I can't really scroll down. I don't know if that's because there's just not a lot
I don't know.
of these
Can you see?
conversations. Oh, you
Oh,
can.
oops. It let me,
Ouch. Please let me know if there's anyone. Hey, Tal's the best way to get clients word of mouth.
oh, that was somebody asking for my advice.
Yes, you're lying. Can you circle back and okay, cool. When someone tells you to circle back, right? Do you have like a spreadsheet you're keeping, like the core four that you're keeping track of these people?
No, I'm really bad at that. Of course not. I'm terrible.
I mean, to be honest, like that's an acceptable answer for someone who's, new, but for someone of your caliber and where you're trying to go,
Mhm.
you got to keep track of this stuff.
Okay. Write this down. Spreadsheet.
When I say tracking, like you don't have to track your every single day activities. I'm not saying like that, but you got to know where your money is, especially if someone said, "I'm going to pay you in January." Reach back out to me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very true. And then I complain that I don't have anything, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's how I do. I would like kind of baby step it. So for me, for example, I know I don't like tracking on the computer. Like I don't like just typing in at the end of the day. I don't have it in here because I wasn't doing my work in here, but I'll just have like just sheets of paper on the core four. It should have like a thing that says like printable version. I print that baby out, and I'm just literally all day long walking around my house with a folder. Oh, actually, I do have some in here. Where I'm just walking around making tallies the entire week, and I'm keeping track of my notes. And I can tell you exactly how many people I spoke to, all the way back to like January of this year.
Okay. Wow.
Awesome. Cool. So yeah, so circle back, write down his name someplace, and then make sure that you can do it. How the older professionals used to do it before there were computers and spreadsheets is they would take like a legal pad and they would write down the names of all the people who are interested. They just keep that next to them. But you have spreadsheets. Cool. Let's go down to another person.
There is this other one that I talked to. I think he's actually in here. He had messaged me way back in the day about bookkeeping, but that's before I was even on my LinkedIn. And so I sent him this.
Okay.
I think it's another CPA.
That hurt. What is, oh, he's a CPA?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So for that one, how I would do is rather than putting the whole template, I would just ask, hey, you want to hop on a call?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I guess he had told me to send him a message because he was out of town, a text message, and I did. And I never heard back from him. So I followed up again.
Okay.
And so that one.
Yeah. Wait, you see, here's the thing. It's like people just like see people just don't really like communicate well. So what I would do is I would hit him up on every single platform. Whenever he like asks for something, hit him up on all platforms.
Okay.
Right? Because did he tell you to put your phone number there?
He sent me his phone number here and said, hey, send me a text so that you can remind me that I'm to get in contact with you.
Okay. And then your text went through. I'd be like, hey, on LinkedIn, I'd be like, did you see my text? My phone.
Okay.
Always be like, some piece of technology doesn't quite work for you or is kind of on the fritz right now. That's why I'm
Okay.
messaging you here.
Cool.
Cool. So that's good. Wow. So your LinkedIn's actually firing pretty good. If you only have 39 connection, you have about 3-ish people that are looking for some help. So that's really good. And then have you switched over to using Linked Helper so it's automated now?
No.
Okay. You might want to do that over whenever you can so it's automatically sending out because that'll save you probably about an hour, hour and a half every day.
It's what is it? It automatically sends out connections?
Yeah.
How? I don't know anything about LinkedIn.
Yeah,
I think I'm barely getting used to this.
okay. So let me even stop your share. Inside of this handy dandy thing is like an entire series about how to set it up yourself.
Ah, there we go. There's a reason you created all of this for us.
Yeah. I'm trying to look for it. It's called LinkedIn Automation. Where is it? Here, LinkedIn Automation. It literally just shows you how to automate this stuff. So now all you have to do is like just come and check your messages and see who's responded.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to sit down and really go through all of these videos. So
Okay.
I've gone through a couple, but.
So have we done a success path with you?
No, I don't think so.
Melissa, do you mind if we do a success path with her real quick?
Okay, sure.
I just don't want you to be sitting there and feel like we're ignoring you.
No, that's okay.
All right, cool. So we're thinking about right now, Lizzie, is where should you be focusing your time? Where should you be focusing your energy? What are you doing right now marketing? You're posting the introduction posts to the groups. You're getting referral partnerships. You're using LinkedIn. What else?
I have my Instagram account active and I post on there.
Okay.
I do daily. I try to keep up regular posts and then post on like the story, but just the regular story feed.
Do you post that same stuff to Facebook as well?
Yes, I attach it to my Instagram or my Facebook, business Facebook.
Okay. And then do you also share some of the posts from your Facebook business page onto your regular Facebook page or profile?
I just started doing that.
Okay. Yeah, make sure you can do that. Because it's weird. It's like Facebook doesn't show it to every single person who's on your friends list. But the people that it does show it to are the people you're in conversation with.
Okay.
So if you're talking specifically to like your prospects and like the people you actually want to see your stuff, then Facebook starts showing your stuff to them.
Okay.
So yeah, give me 1 second. I'm just kind of pulling up the document real quick. Okay. So if I was you, I would be thinking, automate LinkedIn friend request. Oops. Oops. Oh. So the one thing with speaking events, like you'll have certain people and certain hosts that will let you go and do an event with them every quarter.
Mhm.
If you can find a good event that gets you one client and you're meeting and doing that thing once a quarter, that's generally very, very easy money.
Okay.
Okay. So this to be honest is like one of the more powerful methods. It's just a little bit more challenging to get in front of the right speaking group or the right person. But when you do it, it makes everything a little bit easier because generally how they start out in some cases are like their referral phone call.
Mhm.
And then they transition to like, oh, I have an audience. I'm like, oh, would you like for me to interview you, or can I maybe share, some accounting stuff with your people? And for some
Mhm.
reason, they never feel threatened by you. It's the weirdest thing. So even if they're doing like a
Okay.
business coach, like they don't feel threatened. And they'll have like thousands of peoples in these group. They don't even care that you're going to be getting clients from them.
Mhm.
Especially if you can get like a women or female business coach. That one's really powerful one as well.
Okay.
Okay. And for you, you have not done any networking events, correct?
Me? I have.
Well, since we've been in the program.
No, I haven't been to any since we've been in the program.
All right, cool. You don't have to. It just depends. Where did the startup come from? Startup guys or people?
Instagram.
Instagram. Interesting. Were they following you? Did you follow them?
They, I believe, followed me actually.
Okay. Um, so Instagram's a little bit more challenging to kind of like reconfigure, only because like it's not like a friend system, it's more like you're following them, which is not
Mhm.
bad. Do you know which hashtags you were posting that they might have come from?
Uh, bookkeepers, ATX bookkeepers, just general. Let me see if I have it here.
Okay.
Yeah, and I even asked them too, like, oh, how did you find me? And they said, oh, Instagram, but they couldn't remember exactly how.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's like the hard thing about Instagram is that it's such a weird kind of place.
Yeah, it can just connects you to every, but
Yeah,
it
it's not a
just
bad
doesn't.
thing, no.
Yeah, and then I just I think there is another account that I just connected with that she's a business. Yeah, you're right. She's a business coach.
Mhm.
And she just reached out to me about, oh, if I'm always getting asked about bookkeepers, is it okay if I like put you down on my list to kind of promote you if somebody asks
Yeah.
for a bookkeeper? So of course I said yes.
I would even get on the phone with her, get like a friendship with her real quick,
Hmm.
and get on that speaking event.
Okay, yeah, see if she wants to do a speaking event together. That would
Yeah.
be sweet.
Either you can interview her for your audience, or she can interview you for her audience. Now, another reason why going after business coach is a good one is because there's a lot of programs for business coaches that talk about they need to have a podcast or they need to have like an interview show,
Hmm.
especially when they have like an audience, because they don't really have a huge amount of things they can talk about. So they're always looking for new guests, so they don't have to keep saying the same thing over and over again.
Okay.
Okay. So that's specifically why I'm telling you to target them for speaking events, just because of that.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. So you don't have to do networking events, like you don't have to go drive, but you can replace it with speaking events. Okay.
Mhm.
So now you're posting. Now, also keep in mind the same things that we're talking about for LinkedIn and Facebook, you can do that on Instagram. Like go and find like a search page for business owners and just start friend requesting them. And don't be embarrassed if your following number is way higher than your followers number.
Yeah.
That's the one fear a lot of people have with Instagram. Just who cares?
Hmm.
Go make some money.
I did notice that a lot of, I mean, it's only businesses that I follow on my business page, and every time I follow them, they usually follow right back.
Yeah. Yes, I would exactly. So yeah. So utilize Instagram. Go if it worked one time for you, it'll probably work again. Where there's one, there's many.
Hmm.
So that's good. And then what's your call to action on Instagram? Is it send me a message? Is it click the link to book a call?
It is. It doesn't show me on my computer. Let me pull it up on my phone. I think it's to email me or call me, or both. I can't remember. Let's see. There's contact. Yeah, contact, and then it gives my phone number or my email.
That's on the account level, on the individual post level. I mean,
Oh, on the individual post.
yeah.
Oh, I don't like say something like call now or something. I don't have that.
Yeah, but that's exactly what I'm saying. So like always make sure there's some sort of call to action, because people don't move unless you give them something to do.
Gotcha.
Right? You can either say like click contact me now or send me a message.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, that's I don't have that, so I need to start doing that.
Okay. Well, especially if you're doing like posting, you have to start thinking like a marketer. So it's a little bit different than as like a salesperson, but it's just basically like
Mm-hmm.
it's almost like you're doing the sales without somebody else being on the other side of the table. And that's all marketing is. Cool. For your content for that, are you doing mostly videos? Are you doing like really nice pictures? Are you curating content?
Some's curated. I mean, it's mostly all curated, but there's a combination of pictures and words and
Okay.
videos. It's a little bit of everything.
Okay. Can you share with me? Or let's see what your Instagram is.
Sure. You want me to? I have it open on my computer. If you want
Ready?
me to share
Yeah,
my
you can share
screen.
it. Yeah.
Okay. One second. Where am I going? Oh, my Zoom disappeared.
Is it is it like your personal Instagram that you changed into a business Instagram, or is it like you set up from scratch as a business one?
No,
Okay,
I set
cool.
it up from scratch.
Can we click on the reminder post, the one on the right hand side? Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. Static page, fluid.
Is it not going? Oh, here we go. Yeah, I just thought I like, because I am starting to grasp it. Like the more people see you, the better, or the more they remember you, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I've just been using a lot of business owners in my area too, in Austin, are all on Instagram, just nonstop.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so once you've automated LinkedIn, I would actually go and just start friend requesting the same way you were doing on LinkedIn on Instagram to a different group of people.
Okay.
Instagram, you can do a lot more, as far as following people per day.
Mhm,
So a little bit more freedom, and you can send the direct message too.
mhm.
Okay, so cool. So that's good. And for your tips,
That was like the day after I started my business.
cool. That's good. When it comes to videos, people like seeing progress from like where
Mhm.
you've been to where you come. And you do TikTok accounting videos too?
Yeah, my friends and I were doing them for a little while, and
Cool.
they suggested posting them. And it was actually a big hit because I had so many people reaching out to me after them.
Are you still doing
Haven't
those?
I have not. I need to start doing them again because yeah, a lot of people love them, but they just take up so much time, and I don't have
Yeah,
that much time right now.
that's why it's like I only do like one video a week.
I
Because videos
know.
can take a little time to present. Unless you're doing more of like a video where it's just like a selfie, just a selfie where you're talking about what you're doing, how you're helping
Mhm.
people out, what you're moving forward. Those are what's called share the life videos or share the work kind of videos. And they're
Mhm.
easier for you to build a connection and remind people what you're doing and showing them what you actually do, because a lot of people don't know what you do.
I see. I always try to think of ways to create a video that way, but because of confidentiality, I can't really put what I do out there.
Yeah, just when you do that, if you're taking a video of like your screen, like it comes like into this thing you can save. When you're uploading,
Mhm.
you can literally just put like a blur.
Yeah,
Upload it to
that is.
Canva, blur it.
Mhm.
Or hey, today I'm doing this. What that means for you is, I'm painting with a certain color brush because it could cause the paint to dry faster. Blah 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 blah. If you want some help with your accounting or bookkeeping, send me a message.
Mhm.
Really 5-second video, really, really easy. They get to know your face and it's really smooth. All right, cool. So let's talk about it. Does bookkeeping make you money? Short answers no. So like by these guys, are these people like your friends?
Some of them might be. Some of them are business owners
Have
from
you
local
friend requested her?
networking. Yeah, I'm following her.
Have you messaged her?
I don't know. Let's see. No, I have not. I met her at a networking event.
Okay.
She's part of the Austin Businesswoman. So this is the Austin Businesswoman. Um, and this is their post that they shared of my.
Yes. Have you gotten that lady on the phone, the one who liked it, and just been like, hey, referral partner, or if she needs a bookkeeper?
This one here?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay. Anybody that ever likes your posts, that's a target,
Okay.
right? And for that one, I would even just do like a 15-minute call, and it might feel like it's a waste of time, but it's not,
Mm-hmm.
because no one knows what you do or how you do it. The more that you can be around someone, just be like, yeah, so like I'm doing this, I'm working on this for this company, I'm cleaning up their books. They were struggling with this thing, they were struggling with this thing. They're like, oh, I'm struggling with that too. How can you help me?
Okay.
And you just sold without selling somebody something.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll get on the phone with you for a 15-minute call because you're not selling them anything.
Mm-hmm.
You're just trying to see how you guys can help each other out.
That sounds good.
Yeah, because it looks like you have a lot of leads on your profile.
Yeah. Hopefully.
What,
Hopefully.
what do you mean, hopefully? You have 172 followers. You're getting 15 likes, give it 22 hearts per post, multiple comments per post.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like the ones that have your face on them are doing better. You
Mm-hmm.
notice that?
Yeah.
Or the ones where you're calling out specific people.
Mm-hmm. Like the more informative ones.
Yeah, reminder. So videos generally get seen more on social media. So 5 to make a to-do list. Cool. You do keep track of your different posts to see which ones are performing better, so you can make more of those, right?
Yeah. It's so much information. My brain is going to explode today.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, like that's why, like, in my program I don't really talk that much about content, because it's such like a little nuanced thing when you're doing it. But yeah, if you treat this thing like you've been treating LinkedIn, automate LinkedIn, go get on Instagram, start following people. If you need people, you probably don't even need. What do you know how to find more business owners on Instagram?
Yeah, so what I do is I just go, I mean, and this is kind of a niche way to find them, but you hit this button here,
Mm-hmm.
it'll show you other similar businesses.
Okay, that works really well. An additional way you can do it would be to go into the hashtags for the different cities. Hashtag
Okay.
Austin business owner, hashtag Austin business,
Okay.
hashtag boutique Austin. You know what I mean? Just different things around the local area.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Cool. So that way works really well too. And you can just hunt and see which one gives you the faster results. And plus, if you do like the hashtag version or the location version as well, it gives you an opportunity to like do what we do on Facebook with the group farming, where we like it, then we talk to them, or we comment, then we talk to them.
Okay.
Cool. Awesome. Let's go get some more money from Instagram.
Yeah, I like Instagram.
Can you?
All right, I'll leave you be to.
Yeah. Can I ask you a quick question? So why do you like Instagram so much? This is not like a bad thing. I'm just deciding whether to add it or not.
I think it's just more interactive, and it's a lot easier to kind of be in, especially now that mentioned earlier that I'm learning to really be in people's faces. I also feel like it's almost less of a chore, because you're going through here, you're just liking people's stuff. And then it's really easy to just interact with people. So like I go through here and that, it tells you everybody you talk to, but it's easy to go in and comment on people's stuff and say, oh my God, that's such a cool board. I've actually talked to this girl quite a few times, and she's told me, I'm not ready yet, but when I am, I'll keep you in mind. So I always make sure to comment on her stuff and show her that I'm, hey, still here.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, I think Instagram just makes it really easy, and like I said, less of a chore to just be like.
Okay. Cool. So that works. Maybe I'll add that into the program, how to utilize that. Interesting. Cool. Excellent. Any more questions?
I am all done with questions for today.
I feel like a lot of the younger crowd is leaning more towards Instagram than Facebook.
Yeah.
Bryce, we're old.
I mean, it's easy to like, stage your product like this girl does here. I mean, but granted, what she does is a lot different than what I do. I don't think people want to see pictures of spreadsheets or something.
You'd be surprised, man. So yeah, I'm with you, Melissa. Like it's funny. It's interesting and it's weird how many different ways there are to prospect. So all the processes are basically the same. Like, for example, Lizzie, like when you start getting your Instagram content even more honed in, you're using your past data to see which posts actually get more engagement. You just cross post those boys to Facebook and do the exact same thing. Anybody who likes, comments, or shares on my video is a prime target. And I am messaging them at that moment.
Yeah. And it makes it easy to really share other businesses. So like just how this woman networking group really just went and took one of my posts and posted it on their story. So if we click here, I think you'll see my post in her story, and that now shows to 4,000 people, almost 5,000 followers that they have.
Yeah. Do you know the person who runs the page? Like, have you been able to maybe do a referral conversation with her? Thank her so much for sharing your posts. And then
Yeah,
say,
yeah. She's the one that I have that we're gonna set up a live chat together. It's called, she does like coffee and business. So she'll talk to a different business, and she's promoting me this week as
awesome.
like the businesswoman of the week. So she'll post that, her next post will be here, and
Awesome.
will be,
That's really great. Cool. Followed by Art, Live, May, Herbs Essential, Opus. Cool. And then have you gone through her down arrow thing and then seen all the people that follow her?
yeah. And then I'll go through her actual followers, because they're all business owners.
Yeah. Have you touched base with Score as well to see if they have opportunities for speaking engagements?
No, who is this?
Score is like a they're like business mentors and whatnot. Um they give business mentoring and resources. So what you can do is say, hey, you know, do you guys have any space for me to maybe do a presentation and talk about this?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. No.
cool. Yeah, there's always like these like entrepreneurial hubs, and even though Score, it looks like it's designated just for the new startups, a lot of the times when they have those events, even if it's in person, they attract a wider audience of people who are a little bit more experienced as well.
Okay.
Cool. Awesome. Any other questions?
No. Not for me.
Awesome. Awesome, guys. So I will talk to you guys soon. Have a great rest of your week. Let's punch as hard as you can on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not saying a book calls for Thanksgiving, I'm just saying like, don't take the whole day off.
Try not to. I might get in a food coma, so we'll see.
I mean, do it in the morning.
There you go.
Yeah. Do you guys do most of your prospecting in the morning or the evening?
Morning. It's the first thing I do in the morning.
Awesome. That's smart. Cool. So I will talk to you guys soon.
All right.
See you soon. Have a good one.
Have a good one. Bye.